All right, so here's how you can create a custom tagging system in your app. It involves one spreadsheet formula. Actually, it involves two spreadsheet formulas and a couple of relation columns. So here's the premise, is that I want to have some posts. These could be images, they could be whatever you want them to be, but you want to tag them and have those tags be searchable, filterable, and clickable, right? So I want to be able to generate a new post, enter some information, and have some comma separated tags here. For example, I could tag it with fun, comma glide, comma no code, and have each of these be their own tag. The end result will look something like this, where I have my post and I have these tags here, right, that I can click on and see all the other posts of that tag. So you see, if I click on Stellar, I see here at the top Stellar posts, and these are two posts that are tagged with Stellar. Just so you see it, Stellar's here and Stellar here. Okay, I also wanted to have related posts that match any of these tags, not just the singular tag. So down here at the bottom I have related posts, and these will be posts that will match any of these three. So in this case, only this one that matches Stellar. But if I were to create another post that had Office in it, it would also match this post, right? All right, so here's how you go about creating it. The first thing you have to do is jump to your spreadsheet and find your tags column, right? This is gonna be that comma separated value. I'm gonna get rid of all these extra column or extra rows here. Let's delete these. Okay, so my tags column here. And you can see that it is comma separated, right? And some have capital, some have lowercase, and you want to kind of standardize it, right? Because we want to make exact matches, and we want it to make it look consistent. We don't want to have some of our tags be capitalized and some of them has to be lowercase. So I would make a decision: do you want them all caps, or do you want them all lower, or do you want them all title case, all proper case, right? And what you do here, I recommend doing all caps or all lower. It'll just be easier. You create a duplicate column here. I called mine tags lower. You can call it whatever you'd like. That uses this array formula, which basically says look for column O. If there's anything in column O, then make it lowercase. Otherwise, do nothing. And so now you see I have lowercase versions of these tags. Now the tricky part was I wanted to create a new column in a new sheet that has all of these tags but transposed and split, right? I want to have 3 rows for this one cell. I want winning, stellar, and product to be on its own row. I want stellar and office to be on their own rows, and so forth. Because in Glide, in order to create an inline list, you need to have separate rows, right? But I also want it to be unique. I don't want stellar to be in there twice. I only want stellar to be in there once. So the solution, I created a new sheet called tags, and I created one formula here. And what this is doing is that it's splitting the tags column and then transposing it and then grabbing only the unique values so that they form a unique list of all of the tags that have ever been used for all the posts. Now, one consideration here is if you are on the free plan, this feature will eat into your row quota, right? If I have 100 posts and each of those posts have 5 tags, well, there's your 500 rows, right? So if you're on a pro plan, a little less likely to get there, but it is a consideration. You might want to put a limit on how many characters you can provide here in the tags. You know, maybe you go to your tags text entry and you set a max length of, 25 characters. So that way you know they're gonna just spam with just a bunch of tags, right? They have to pick and choose 25 characters with the tags. Now they could do 12 one character letter, A, comma B, comma C, comma D, comma E, and just kind of spam tagging system that way. But until we can count commas, we can't really do much about that. But anyway, here back to our tag. So just real quick how this formula works. This posts02, this is the lowercase version of the tags column back on my posts sheet. And then again, making it lowercase. So actually, the lowercase is actually p, so I already did that. So really I can get rid of this. I can just do posts p, like that. Okay, it should be the same thing. Oh, yep. There we go. All right, so I'm splitting the lowercase posts up so that way, for example, I'm splitting these three into their own separate entries. And what that would do is put them in their own column. So what I would have here is like CSS, design, gamification, right, or whatever. But I wanted to transpose it. So what I had to do first is I split it, and then I joined them again using this delimiter, and then I split it again in order to form an array. I'm then transposing that array, and then I'm trimming it in case there's any extra white space. And then I'm grabbing only the unique values. So because, as you know, stellar was in there twice, but here it's only showing up in our list once. And then I'm sorting it alphabetically. That's just for, I didn't need to sort it, but why not? Okay, so then here are my unique tags. And so now everything kind of lives in this A1 column. And so again, this is that magic that makes this all possible. And I will paste this formula into the post on the Goliath community forum. All right, so then once you have this, then the rest of it kind of falls into place. So in order to get this tagging system to look like this, all you have to do is show a relation. So here I have an inline list, right? This inline list is tiles view, and I don't have any image. It's just the tag. The tag is the image and it is the title. And so you get just this text over a gray box. If you wanted to colorize this box or colorize the background, then you can just find a solid color image and make that your image for the tile. Okay, so this rel tags, how do we get this to happen? Well, we come over here to our data column in our post sheet. I'm going to find the lowercase tags here. Okay, and then I'm using glides split tags here. So I'm splitting the lower tags column by the comma because I had chosen for them to do a comma separated list. You could have also prompted users to enter one per line or something like that too, and then have it split, by a return character like that. Okay. But I chose a comma. And so we see that they were split up like so. And then all I have to do is form a relation. So now I can relate this split tags array column to the tags, unique tags column. Okay. And that generates that relation, which then I'm using in this inline list here. So, upon doing so, if I were to click on this, right, what that's effectively doing is it's bringing me to that stellar row in my tags sheet. So if I click on stellar, right, that's bringing me here to this stellar row. And the only thing that exists on that row is just the word stellar. And really what we want is to display posts of stellar, right? So we need to do another relation here that will show the posts of stellar. So we have to do another relation where we're going to relate this tag back to the posts that contain stellar. So I created a relationship to posts column, which is a relation where I'm matching this unique tags column to the posts split tags column. And that matching multiple, and then you see I get these, the number of posts that match this tag. So here you see Stellar matched these two posts. All right, and then this rel posts, this is what I'm displaying when they go to click on one of the tags. So right here, so this rel posts. And I'm displaying it as an inline list, just like this inline list here. Okay, then lastly, I also want to display not just the posts of one particular tag, but any post that matches any of these three tags down here at the bottom under this related posts. And this was a little tricky, but all I had to do was relate posts back to itself. So we have this array column that we created with the split, right? And each of these are its own item. And so if I relate this column back to itself, then the result will be any post that contains any of the tags at all. So here this rel posts by tag does just that. So here I am relating the split tags column to the posts split tags column. So just back to itself again and matching multiple. Okay, and we can see that these are the related posts because like for example, this winning, stellar, and product, and then stellar and office, because stellar matches here, these are related posts, right? This is not a related post because these 5 tags that you see here don't exist anywhere in either of these 2 posts. So if I had created a 4th post here that included the tags product, office, and CSS, then it would match all 3 of these. And I would have 4 results here because it would include itself. Okay. And so this is this rel posts by tag. And so I just displayed that relation down here in an inline list. And I don't think I did anything special with that. There's no filters or anything, right? Oh, I did filter it. Okay. So the one filter I placed on it, I didn't want it I didn't want us to show the post that we're currently on, right? Because that relation includes all the posts that match any of the tags, including itself. So I just displayed the relation, this rel post by tag that I just showed you, and then in the features, I'm filtering out where the post ID is not the screen post ID. So it won't match this post that I'm currently on, and so that's why we see that the My Stellar service doesn't exist down here as a related post, but if I click on Stellar, then it does show both. All right, so some fun things we can do here with relations and split columns and some spreadsheet formulas to make this really nifty little tagging system for your app. So hopefully this helps. If you have any questions, feel free to email me at robert.petito@woodward.edu. Thanks for watching.